Hey guys, so if you're following along with this playlist, you have learned to tie a slip knot and you have also learned to chain. Now I'm going to show you single crochet. This can be done with any number of chains. It doesn't matter the amount. Your pattern may call for a certain amount of chains and you would need to follow that, but just here for practice, I'm going to do, I've done 7. So what you do is, you see you have these V's, like the letter V. You're not going to go into this one. You're going to go into the next one. And typically this is in a pattern is called the second chain from the hook. This would be your first one or your working chain. This is the second chain from the hook. You're going to push through, pull up or yarn over, pull a loop through, and then you're going to do a single crochet. You're going to yarn over and pull through both of those. So let me do that again into the next one. Going to push through, grab my yarn, pull it through. I'll have 2 loops here, the one I started with and the one I just made, and I'm going to yarn over again and pull through both. That is what it will look like. It will look like a tiny little upright letter V with a line going across the top, an upside down triangle, if you will, if that helps. So I'm going to do it again, push through, grab my yarn, pull up a loop, grab my yarn again, and pull through both. I'm going to get to the end of this row by continuing to do the same. And you can do this for as many stitches as you have chains. So now I'm at the end. So what in the world do I do? How you turn depends, number one, on the size of your stitch, what stitch you're using, and what your pattern may call for. So be careful to read the notes in your patterns and in the instructions of that. But typically when you are single crocheting, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to turn your work. Then you're going to begin crocheting into the stitch from the row before. So notice how the sides, this side looks different than this side. If you turn it to look down on over the top, then you'll see you have this V. That's what you're going to work into. So again, it's the same, just push through, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, grab your yarn, pull through both. And into the next one, push through, grab your yarn and pull up a loop, grab your yarn and pull through. And you're going to continue to do this all the way across. Counting your stitches can be very important because sometimes it can be hard to figure out exactly what's going on the end. I've been crocheting for over 20 years and sometimes I still struggle with it. So when you're counting your stitches, you can either count those V's on top or count the V's on the side. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I know I started with 6. So even though this is sloping down, maybe it looks like it's not supposed to be worked into, I know that by my stitch count, I need to have 6 stitches, so I'm going to push that through, pull up a loop, and there we have it. I encourage you to practice this. Again, you would just chain 1 and turn and keep going. You can make many things with a simple single crochet. You can make toys, you can make socks, you can make hats and scarves and mittens and gloves and so many different things just with just knowing how to do what you've learned in these 3 videos so far, which is tie, slip knot, chain, and single crochet. So you've already learned how to do many things just in these 3 short videos. But I would encourage you to come back for the next one, because we're going to be doing half double crochets, and we will see the difference from a single crochet to a half double. So join us for that.